Child of all of this. He invented and patented what really came to be known as one of the world's safest ladders, most extraordinary ladders, the gold standard in ladders. Now, as you see on your screen, what we have done is struck an incredible value. And in saying that, I'm just going to tell you, this is lighter weight than the little giant you may be used to, and this is certainly 4 pounds lighter for gals and guys to be wheeling around and doing all the honey-do jobs. Now, listen, we have a value to share with you, but first, I'm just going to tell you, this is your last chance in your final presentation. You are looking on your screen at $299. Well, nope, now there you are. We're having some technical difficulties, Mel, and so we've got it. We've got it together and we're ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hi.
Hi.
I bet you're ready to sleep. You've been up for a long time today.
But we've been having fun.
I know. Mel Hufker is the sweetest thing. He, for 10 years, has been bringing little giant ladders to QVC. He also, I might just say, is bringing you this today's special value that is the lightest weight one they've done. It's called the Helium, and there are only 2 places that you can get it. It's here, and then it's also at the Little Giant website. Except Little Giant is going to charge you $299 for it. Y'all don't have Easy Pay, right?
Single pay.
Okay, good. No Easy Pay there. We have the Easy Pay. And we also are just going to tell you that, you know, obviously that's a savings of $150 here on QVC for the ladder, but you now have 17 minutes because you've had all day and now the day is done. However, before the day is done, Mel, can we first start with the Helium does how many things?
Well, it does 24 things, but the Helium was named because it's light. And we didn't make it any less strong. It's just light to carry because of the aluminum alloy that we used to make it. But we added some really cool features to this ladder, and you're gonna love it. This particular one right here, when I want to adjust it, instead of these big buttons on the side, it's just 2 fingers. That's it. It's done. You'll see them, they lock right in place. So when I want to raise this up, 24 different ladders, a 4-foot, a 5-foot, a 6-foot, a 7-foot step ladder, is that easy to adjust right there. And if you want to put it on a staircase, ramps, sloping ground, it's just as easy as taking it right up the stairs like this. Now, Sean, when you want to get really close to those jobs around your house, whether you're cleaning windows, dusting, drop this side down just 1 notch, and you have that vertical on this side. You come up on this side so you can get really close to those hard spots. And then, of course, to get up a little higher, just rotate this straight open. It locks into place, and then you take it up to the height that you need. Now, that's a 17-foot extension ladder right there, but it has a wide flare for stability, top and bottom. And Little Giant has always been really concerned that we have stable ladders for people, so we use rubber feet instead of plastic. And trust me, when you're at that kind of height, the last thing you want is hard plastic slipping out. So bring it back down. The last thing I'll show you is really the one feature that's going to save you more time than anything else. We're going to take this ladder, and it's going to cut your work time in half because we are going to cut the ladder in half. So the inside section comes all the way out. Turn this one around, and now, in less than 10 seconds, you have 2 1,000-pound capacity trestles. So the painting projects, decorating lights, instead of moving a ladder every 2 feet, you just run a good plank, and it can be one of our planks or it can be just a wooden 2x12. You run it through and you get that job done so much quicker.
Listen, America, there's one thing you need to understand. Mel does not come with the ladder, okay? So you're gonna have to figure out how to do all that stuff yourself. Although it's really easy, because wait till you see Bridie, who's 4'11". She is, well, I was gonna say manhandling. She's woman handling the Little Giant. This is our last look at our, there's Bridie, today's special value on the day that marked the first time Little Giant in 10 years of at QVC, customer top rated brand, 500,000 Little Giant ladders sold since they started. This marked the first day they had ever had a holiday today special value at an incredible value with their lightest weight ladder called the Helium that now Bridie, who is 4'11", is taking care of business.
That's right. And you know what? She's taking it up and just hand over hand, raising that up against the side of the house. Now, because the ladder is so light, watch, she's just going to pick the whole ladder up, pull it out to the angle that she needs it. She's ready to climb it. She gets the job done quicker and easier. Now, to take that back down, it's exactly the opposite. She's just going to walk backwards with it and then fold that back down. And that 17-foot ladder is going to fold to 4 feet 7 inches tall, so it's going to be really easy for her to store it and easy for her to transport it.
I said earlier that I honestly think it's the greatest dad, dude, brother, son, father gift. And years ago, my parents got my brother one of the other Little Giant ladders for his 50th birthday. Guys are, I think, notoriously difficult, or can be, to buy for this time of year. And they love tools.
Yes.
And they do jobs, big and small. And us girls, we a lot of times ask them to do the jobs big and small. So it's just to have the gold standard tool, you're looking at it. And our price is $150 less than what Little Giant is charging you for this ladder right now on their website. Now, I do need to just call out, because this is your last 13 minutes, because there's no other Today's Special Value from Little Giant this year. The easy pay on your screen represents the whole why QVC and not littlegiant.com. But I'm also just going to call out as well, on your screen, you know, I mean, that's a ridiculous price savings. So with 12 minutes to go, Mel's going to take us on a little tour of our indoor home. As I share with you, if you use your Q card or apply for one and get approved in minutes, you can actually then buy the Little Giant on your Q card and end up getting emailed to you at a later date a $15 e-gift card to come back and purchase something else on QVC. What you doing, big guy?
Well, I'm working on stairs, which is really the claim to fame of the Little Giant. When Hal Wing invented the ladder over 36 years ago, he did it because he wanted a ladder that would fit on these unlevel situations, ramps, sloping ground, stairs. Now in staircases, you can change light bulbs, you can paint the walls, you can hang pictures up there, but you can do it in a secure, safe manner. And of course, when you're done, you want to come back down, you feel like you're on a normal stepladder just coming back off it.
I can't believe it does 24 things
now, this ladder
in
right
one
here,
ladder.
This is the one I probably use the most around my house when I want to get close to a window, a wall, or even if you're decorating, you'll notice it's a 90-degree on this side. I stay right here in the center, so it's comfortable. I can reach to the top, I can reach all along the side. I wouldn't be able to do that if the ladder was all the way back.
But that's still totally sturdy like that?
Totally sturdy, yep. And of course, the one right behind us, that's the extension ladder. And you'll notice on our extension ladders, we flare the bottoms out and we flare the top out. That adds more stability to it. And those rubber feet, Sean, when you're at that kind of height, that working at a top of a ladder, the last thing you want is hard plastic feet at the bottom.
Oh my gosh, for sure.
It's just scary.
Totally scary.
This rubber feet grips the floor, as opposed to ladders like this. In fact, this is one we went down to a hardware store and bought. Now, this is just an extension ladder. It's not quite as tall as this. It doesn't hold quite as much weight, but this ladder right here was almost as much as the entire Little Giant ladder. And it doesn't give you a 90, doesn't give you a staircase ladder or trestles for scaffolding. It doesn't even do a step ladder. It's just an extension ladder.
So, Mel, and I'm going to ask everybody, if you're listening, and we're going into our final 10 minutes, if you have purchased a Little Giant ladder, if you haven't and you're getting one tonight, if you're giving it as a gift or you're replacing one that's old and rickety, we had a caller earlier that was in her 70s, so was her husband, and they were replacing an older, heavier Little Giant. Because don't forget, this brand new Helium that's only here at QVC and at their website is 4 pounds lighter than even the original Little Giant. So give us a call. We would love to hear your story. In fact, I'm going to just challenge America in these last 10 minutes. Call me and tell me what you think one of the most dreaded jobs to do is that at least the Little Giant can help you do a little easier. Like, for instance, just name it. What do you do around your house? Be specific.
Gutters.
That you hate.
Gutters. I hate gutters.
Hate
yeah.
gutters. Where do you live?
Utah.
Utah. Okay.
And so you have all those leaves coming down. It's the same here. You have to get up there. They've turned to mush. So yeah, I hate gutters.
Now you're standing on something. That doesn't come with the.
It doesn't come with it, but frankly, you know, out of the 500,000 people at QVC that bought our Little Giant ladders over the years, this is probably the best accessory you could ever ask for a ladder. And the reason why is how many ladders do you know accessories will allow you to stand on the side, face whatever job you are with 2 hands and not feel like you're about ready to fall off. It is really like I'm standing on the ground. And when I'm done, this is how simple it is. Just push it in with your toe and walk straight down through it.
So great. Less than $1 a day on Easy Pay. Keep in mind that work platform is an extra accessory you have to pay for. This, what do you call that? Plank?
That's a plank.
If you want the plank, that's also extra. It's cool, it's great, it's handy, it's extra. But these little extras, because this is probably the last ladder for your lifetime that you'll ever buy, are so worth it because it just builds out the versatility of what you can do with the ladder. And you know, I remember working with you a year ago or so, maybe it was last holiday season, and we would get calls from women who lived alone.
Yeah.
They were totally single. And man, they were whipping up a storm of chores with their little giant ladder. It was so awesome to hear women saying, you know what, like I use the 24-in-1 all the time.
Yeah, because it's such a solid ladder, and of course this Helium is even lighter. This empowers anybody to be able to do a job when they want to do it. Instead of waiting for your neighbors, family, friends to come over and help you, you pull this out of the closet, you're ready to go.
Can we see Bridie again? Because she's going to show us something else, right?
She's going to show us how to raise it up as a step ladder.
All right, so, and by the way, can I ask, because you know, you guys are pretty impressive, but no doubt you could do this in your sleep because you've done it for 10 years. How hard is it to figure out how to do all these little things?
You know, once you just play around with the ladder, you'll be really shocked at how fast you pick it up. And of course, she's standing on a 7-foot step ladder, but she's not going to carry that 7-foot step ladder. She's going to drop it down to 4 feet. Now, this has our new hinge technology at the top, but watch what happens. When she closes that up, she's not going to carry it anywhere. This ladder has wheels. You
That's
just
awesome.
roll it from place to place.
So great. So great. Honestly, this is, I think, it's kind of silly to say it, but it's so true, the most famous ladder.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, you don't hear other ladder brands, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
this is the only ladder brand I think most people, even if they don't own one, have probably heard of. You guys have been around for almost 4 decades.
That's right. And that's why we feel really privileged to work with QVC, because you guys carry really the greatest products, and we feel very comfortable here, and that's why we come.
You guys have 6 minutes. No panic, just saying there are 6 minutes remaining before Mel and I are done and Mrs. Printables comes along. So that means we should probably revisit why now is the time for what I am calling one of the greatest dude gifts for the holidays. Because our price right now for the next 6 minutes is $150 less than what Little Giant is charging you right now for this ladder. And those are the only 2 places you can get it. And if you don't believe me, go to littlegiant.com. We're charging you $150 less, and we are also allowing you to pay for only $29 of it now to get it home and start using it. Also, do keep in mind, you know, as we constantly like to remind you, QVC has its own credit card, just like department stores. If you want to apply for one, if you already have one, you can do it over the phone. And if you use your Q card to buy your Little Giant, you're going to end up getting a $15 e-gift card emailed to you at a later date, so you can come back and buy $15 towards something else completely on the house. So I have a question as we're looking at all these features. So you guys managed to remove 4 pounds of weight from the original ladder, Little Giant ladder. How did you do that without compromising the sturdiness of the ladder?
Well, we kept the same shape, but we used a different material. It's an aluminum alloy that made the ladder lighter, but yet still stronger. And frankly, this ladder still holds 250 on each side.
250 pounds?
Yes. It is a true 2-person ladder, so you feel secure whether you have one person on one side and another person on the other side. And frankly, sometimes 4 hands are better than 2 when you're up there.
Okay, so do you mind, because we only have about 4.5 minutes, but Teresa's just called in from Texas.
Yes.
Teresa, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, nice to have you.
Hi, Teresa.
Hey, how are y'all?
Good.
We're good. We're good. So we're in Texas.
Texarkana, right on the Arkansas-Texas line.
Texarkana.
On the good side, on the Texas side.
I like it. All right, Teresa, do you have a Little Giant ladder?
Yes, we do. I don't have the one you've got now. I've got the one that's a little bit heavier, but we absolutely love it. We have a landscape business, and so we use it for hanging Christmas lights. And I like the fact that the legs are adjustable, because when we're in people's flower beds, it makes it so much easier.
Oh, yeah, because they're a little hot. The beds are a little higher. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. And my husband actually fell off of a ladder a couple of years ago when it was raining, and it was not a Little Giant ladder. So we said, forget it, we're getting a Little Giant. We've had no problems.
Oh, that's so awesome. Hey, that's pretty cool too, though, because they're using a Little Giant for professional use.
Oh, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And this ladder has a top to bottom 100% warranty. whether you're using it
Right.
for your work or around the house.
Yeah, what is it, lifetime?
Lifetime, top to bottom.
Fantastic. All right,
Yes,
Teresa.
we love it.
Teresa, have you already started putting
Yep.
up the Christmas lights for people?
Yes, we actually start the 1st of November because most people want them up by Thanksgiving, and we're almost done. But we've got a jewelry store to do this week.